All right, we're doing great. Before we learn about sophisticated Excel functions, we would like to show you the trace precedents functionality. Some Excel users love it, others barely use it. After seeing this video, you'll know how it functions and when it can be useful in the future. The financial model you see here will help us study how trace precedents functions. Obviously, many cells are interrelated, and the results obtained have been used for further calculations. To trace the input cells of a formula, one must read the formula and then search through the cells throughout the sheet, and sometimes throughout the whole file. Here's a way in which you can visualize the relationship between the cells in this worksheet. If we look at this cell, calculating taxes, we will see it equals EBT times the firm's tax rate. You can open the Formulas tab and press the Trace Precedents button to check the input cell references of the taxes formula. See? By clicking on Trace Dependents, you can verify which cells use taxes as an input. Perhaps it will be clearer if we provide an additional example. Click on Trace Precedents. A couple of blue lines appeared, indicating input cells that served for the calculation of taxes. In this situation, the EBT value and the tax rate are our precedents. Very nice. It is important to know this functionality can be used multiple times, as long as there are more and more precedents involved in any previous calculation. So, if I press the same button once more, I will understand that EBIT and the interest expenses have something to do with the calculation of the EBT. Right. The blue lines won't remain here forever. If you don't want to see them anymore, you can extend the menu we have here and select Remove Precedent Arrows. See? If I've clicked more than once, I'll have to click multiple times. Perfect. Let's do the same, but from the opposite angle. The amount of tax that is calculated here plays a role in some formulas. For instance, the one for net income. Hence, we say the value for net income is dependent on the value of taxes. And when I press Trace Dependents, I can see the calculation of which cells are tied to the taxes cell. We can trace precedents and dependents at the same time, too. To remove the respective arrows, click on Remove Arrows, and all the lines across the sheet will disappear. Another functionality from the formula auditing group that must be mentioned is Show Formulas. Instead of their results, the formulas will appear in the cells of the spreadsheet. After I unclick the button, the sheet will revert to its initial appearance. The shortcut for this command is Control and backquote in the upper left part of the keyboard. This functionality will help you when you are at a later stage of creating a worksheet and you want to verify if your formulas are correct quickly. And finally, I'd like to show you an interesting application of trace precedents. Let's open a different worksheet for a second. The cells we see here contain references pointing to the LBO sheet. If I click on Trace Precedents now, this box will indicate that the selected cell is connected to another sheet. If you double-click on the dashed line in the window, you will see these links. Select one of them and click OK. Well, apparently EBITDA played a role in the calculation of enterprise value, right? We were able to trace the connection. You saw how to quickly trace the way cells and formulas are connected in a worksheet. I hope you enjoyed this lecture and this section. After you complete the exercises and the quizzes, take your time to relax because you will have to get ready for the upcoming lectures about Excel functions. Thank you for watching.